Hello and welcome to Waffly Bollox, a podcast that definitely noticed Kenny hugging that lady with the sign asking for a hug and took that information away for future reference. I'm MJ, aka Rasselstrash, and my co-host is Sarah, aka Awfully Waffly. Hello!
Hello!
Hello! How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, he did stop in the middle of the match and read that sign and went, yeah, you can have a hug. It's like, oh.
Aww. Such a sweet boy. Such a sweet boy.
That's how you know.
Never a horrible boy.
No.
Apart from when he is being horrible.
Never.
But I don't know if we'll get that now.
No.
I don't know if we'll get villain Kenny again at any point soon.
No, probably not. Who knows?
No.
Anything could happen. What if he turns heel and he and Swerve break Hangman's heart? Anyway, that's for later.
Oh no!
Has there been any news this? I feel like nothing's happened, but it could just be that I haven't been paying attention.
Nothing really big has happened, I don't think, that I can recall. I do know that in slightly unrelated but possibly related news, Steve Macklin got the fired briefcase in the Feast or Fired thing at TNA.
Okay.
And well, it connects. Just bear with me.
Oh yeah. No, I was just enjoying the concept of a Feast or Fired briefcase.
Yeah, they do this thing. Of course you wouldn't, because they have this thing where it's like there is a tag title shot, I believe, an X Division title shot, a world title shot, and a pink slip.
Right.
In 4 briefcases. I believe that's how it works still. So they have a series of matches for the Feast or Fired briefcases. And in this instance, Steve Macklin got the fired one, which obviously kayfabe fired. He's leaving. But he got the fired briefcase. So I am wondering, because he is married to Deonna. So I am wondering if we will maybe see Steve Macklin at some point in AEW or Ring of Honor. That would be cool if he is. He was at WWE for a little bit, and then the guy he was in a faction with ended up being a big old racist, and they slowly got released one by one. It was all a bit unfortunate. So he isn't, obviously, because otherwise I would be like, yeah, that's cool. But yeah, he got the shitty end of the stick, I think, in that situation. And then I really enjoyed him in TNA when I saw the work that he was doing in TNA, and he was really good. He's got this really cool fucking turnbuckle spear that he does, which is really cool. And he's like a really hard hitter. So I think I would like to see him in the mix, actually. I think he could have some good hoss fights with people.
Okay.
So yeah, potentially a new person maybe coming in, possibly. Because you tend to think, well, they wouldn't just leave if they didn't sort of have an idea of wanting to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would turn up in WWE. So...
Well, yeah, let's
see. We shall see what happens.
Oh, I remembered there was something. There was an announcement that AEW is doing some kind of animation project with Adult Swim.
Oh, yeah, that was late last night. One of the guys who is writing on it posted a thing and said, "Oh, I'm happy to announce I'm working on this," and it was a Adult Swim AEW animated project. I don't know whether that's going to be a one-off or whether it's going to be a series, but I'm delighted that it's on Adult Swim because you can get away with a bit more on Adult Swim than you if it was a Cartoon Network thing. So yeah, that's really exciting to me because I like a lot of stuff on Adult Swim, so yeah.
I wonder what it will be.
Exciting.
Yeah, I wonder if it's... Will it end up with wrestlers doing their voices for their characters, or
I would imagine so. I would imagine so, yeah. And the other thing is as well, because yeah, you can get away with more on Adult Swim. And what would be really funny if it's like one of the old wrestling cartoons from back in the day, but like funny and a bit naughty. I would enjoy that.
I don't think I'm aware of any wrestling cartoons from back in the day. Is it what?
In the 80s, this
okay.
was. There was, it was like, was it called the Rock and Wrestling Connection? Hang on one second. Yeah, Rock and Wrestling, American animated series. And it had, like, it was Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Andre the Giant was in it. I think Cyndi Lauper may have been in it at some point as well. Wendy Richter was in it. So it could be potentially like fun. Like if they do it like in the style of a Saturday morning cartoon,
that could
but
be
naughty.
Quite fun. I can definitely
well
imagine like a Young Bucks animation, or like Tony Storm being a cartoon character would make complete sense.
Yeah. They lend themselves to that so well, I think. Like especially people like Tony and Orange and I think that would rule.
No, we're not following that thought down any avenues. We'll wait and see what happens.
Why? What are you?
Because you said Orange Cassidy, and I was like, oh no, we're not thinking about that. Anything could happen. That would be delightful. Even people who have retired from wrestling could come back.
They could. They absolutely could. That would be amazing. No, get Chucky on that. Whatever it is, get Chucky on it.
Oh, that would be so fun.
God damn it. We will find that man things to do on telly.
We will find you a job, Chuck Taylor, don't worry.
Meanwhile, he's just like quite happy backstage.
He's like, I've got a job, I'm completely fine. Other things that happened this week, we did our watch along on the weekend with Wrestle Chaps. That was really fun. I think it's still probably just about available on their Twitch channel.
Yeah, I think when do they?
I think you get
rid
weeks,
of them. I think,
don't you?
Is it 2 weeks, something like that? Isn't it? Yeah. I don't watch them back. I'm far too self-conscious.
Don't me. I don't need to see that. I don't know what happened there. And we also interviewed Jay Joshua, the Rev Pro Undisputed British Heavyweight Champion. And that was really fun.
We did! That was so fun. He's so nice. What a lovely fella.
A lovely boy. Yeah. And you can listen to that right now because it's the episode before this one. So do that. You might have already done that, and that would be great. That's all our news.
Yeah, go do that. Immediately.
News at 10. So, this week, we've had a Dynamite and a Collision, and Don Callis has been ever present, basically.
All the way through it, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be winding his way all the way through this episode in the same way that he seems to be coming out between every other match at the moment. So we try and make this make sense, but trying to structure this.
He's got his tentacles into everything, hasn't he? He's like the slow creeping death of the Don Callis family. Like, because I said a while back that I think they're going to be the next big bad.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And yeah, it does seem to be shaping up that way. And like this feud they've got going on with the Death Riders, it's like, are they going to like dismantle the Death Riders? Is this going to be a thing?
My brain is half off thinking about Don Callis as a cartoon character, which also seems perfect.
I think make him an octopus.
Yeah. Make him some kind of eldritch horror with just tentacles.
Like a fucking Leviathan. But
90% of Don Callis is underwater at all times.
With red aviators on.
Well, in fact, just sack off the whole show and just make it all a cartoon.
Yeah, just turn AEW into a cartoon, like wholesale. Just animate everything. On
Collision, we saw a fun little golf vignette that could have been a cartoon, with Don Callis and Ricochet golfing together, with Davis and Doyle menacing caddies, and poor old Alex Mathers trying to interview them. That's the kind of shit I want to be seeing. Good. That's great. I love this shit.
So good. Oh, speaking of Davis and Doyle, we do have some news about Doyle, unfortunately. Torn bicep.
Ouch. That seems bad.
Yeah, not good. It was in the match with FTR on Wednesday. He literally, on camera, you could see him say to Cash, I think I've torn my bicep.
Oh, fuck.
And then we didn't see him for the rest of the match. So I hope he heals up well and soon. And I'm really upset about it because I love Jake something.
He's
I love
only
Jake
been here for like 2 weeks. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good.
But also, why are human bodies so fallible?
Yeah. It's just so... Because it was... As well, I feel bad for Davis as well, because Davis has had bad luck with injuries and things, and now his tag team partners got injured, and it's like, no! But I hope maybe they'll be able to do something, like Doyle will still be able to be around and maybe like second for Davis, maybe, like in singles matches and stuff. So,
well, yeah.
I hope so, because they're both so good.
Yeah.
They're both so good.
Do you think Mark Davis has a curse on him, like in Just My Luck, where he has bad luck unless he kisses someone?
Maybe.
And then he passes the bad luck onto them.
Someone a smooch.
Well, I think he's given it to poor old Jake Doyle. So,
no.
Hang on. So, where were we? So, on Dynamite, we saw Ricochet and Gates of Agony murdering Jack Perry, and I think they also confirmed that Luchasaurus is injured, didn't they?
Yeah, that's why he got taken out a few weeks ago by Gates of Agony, because like he's done something to himself that's going to take a few months to get better. So
it's so upsetting when someone just comes back from injury and then something else happens. You're like, oh, it's not fair. But I hope that doesn't mean that Jack Perry is hurt. I hope that was just, I don't know, a delaying thing.
I think he's been on fire and then come to TV the next week. So I'm thinking it probably isn't a right out angle putting him through a table. Okay. I'm sure he's fine.
he's been on fire. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, Don Callis family. We saw Dynamite open with Kenny Omega versus Rocky Romero, which was fully a fucking squash. It was like 3 minutes, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Oh,
poor Rocky.
I mean, I'm sure he doesn't mind, but Rocky!
I know. I love him so much.
They gave him the jobber entrance and everything.
They really did. It was all so mean. Because as soon as Dynamite started, you could hear the crowd chanting Kenny, and then Kenny got the big entrance, and it was like, oh, Rocky.
But I presumably you got the entrance in front of the live crowd.
Yeah,
you just
hopefully.
didn't see it on TV. But, Rocky. I did enjoy that, like, when he did the skidding across the floor on his knees.
Yes.
And then just got fucking V-triggered. That was great.
That is really good, yeah.
And the AEW Blue Sky made a "We'll be right back" thing, like off the Eric Andre show. And that was great as well. Very funny.
I was disappointed that there was no Greg, obviously.
Yeah! Where is he? Where is he? Where is that man?
All I know is that I think he's got a new dog, because he had 2 dogs, and then he posted an Instagram with 3 dogs. So maybe he's turned into a dog.
He's a new dog dad, so I suppose maybe he's on paternity leave.
Yeah,
that
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So after Kenny fought Rocky, it went into a little in-ring promo bit, which we will have to come back later. So, also on Dynamite, Clon challenged Mark Briscoe for the TNT title, and that match was nuts, and I am so happy that we're getting Clon wrestling now, because he does such weird shit. It's really fun. He's
fucking great, isn't he?
He's like Tigger. He's like a human Tigger. Like, he bounced out of a J driller like he had his head on springs or something. It was wild.
That was cool as shit. Like, some fucking old heads are going to tell you that wasn't cool as fuck.
No, it was cool as
I'm
fuck.
here to tell you that they're wrong, and it was cool as fuck.
It was cool as fuck.
Because it's like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that out of a J Driller. No. Ever. Like,
that's why he's
insane.
cool, though. That's why he's a really cool wrestler, because he just does things where you're like, well, I didn't think anyone would do that. That doesn't seem like a way that a body would move, but okay.
No! I love it. I love it. He's so good. So good. I'm glad that he's getting matches now. I'm assuming he wasn't quite cleared, maybe, like with his
presumably.
foot before. But yeah, no, really good. Because he's just been having great matches. His finisher as well. Not entirely sure what he calls it, but it's fucking gnarly. And I love it. Oh
yeah, I don't know any El Clone things now, because I assume they will have given them like hologrammy, cloney names. Although they do bill him as being from Mexico City, which I'm like, no, that's an evil, corrupted clone of a hologram. That he came from a computer.
Yeah, he came from cyberspace. Why are you saying?
What do you mean Mexico City? He came from a computer. Anyway.
God damn it, stick to the bit.
Yeah, you've got to commit to these things. But he didn't win. Mark Briscoe retained. And then he said that he was going to do an open challenge, but only for people who were not in the Don Callis family. And that led to someone whose name I'm going to definitely mispronounce, Tommaso Ciampa, coming out to challenge Mark Briscoe.
Now you nailed it.
Hey!
that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa. Fucking hell. Yeah, because that's all come about sort of quite quickly. Because like I didn't know how long he was contracted at WWE, and then news came out like last week, I think, saying that he's not going to renew his contract. He's interested. He wants to move on, and so. Yeah, it was like, I wasn't expecting him to turn up in the space of a week. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I think I read that Mikey Ruckus had like 36 hours to turn around a new theme for him. But as we know...
And that was a fucking banger of a theme as well.
As
so
we know,
good.
Mikey Ruckus can turn around music in like... What was it, 45 minutes he said he had?
45 minutes, yeah.
So 36 hours is child's play for him. He doesn't care. He's like, I don't even need all these hours. But yeah, I don't know this new man, Ciampa, so I am excited to see what he's about.
He, have you seen the spot with Yushin Thunder Liger? With the thumb up the bum spot?
Yeah, I think I may have done. I did see Chuck Taylor's tweet about it.
Yeah. Everyone got a thumb up the bum. He was in that match. I was trying to think of like matches you will have seen that he's been in, but he was like a indie Ring of Honor PWG boy before he went to the Fed. And he went in via NXT as well, when NXT was kind of like black and gold era, when it was kind of like a super indie kind of thing. So no, dude can go. Okay. Dude could go. I was very surprised to learn he's younger than us.
Yeah, I thought that, and I was like, am I being mean just because he's very grey?
I think it's just because he's grey and he's bald, and he clearly likes the sun. I think that's all it is. Yeah. I was like, fucking hell, because I thought he was older than he was, and he is. He's only 40.
He's 40, yeah.
Which is young and sprightly, I say, as a 42-year-old.
Yeah, young and sprightly. Well, I keep having conversations with people about Trent Seven, because he's very grey, that people think he's like old, and he's 44, I think, so he's not that old.
Not that old, no.
Not that old. Like, oh, he'll retire soon. So I don't think so.
Wrestlers never fucking retire. What are we talking about? They say they're gonna, and then they never do.
So presumably he is not in the Don Callis family, because Mark said you couldn't be. But other than that, we don't know where he's going to fit in. His Tron said like Psycho Killer, I think.
Yes. And I think he's probably going to position himself as a heel, but everyone was very excited to see him on...
always the way.
on Wednesday. You always got to get the entrance pop out the way before you can figure out anyone's alignment, generally. But yeah, I am excited. I am excited to see him off the leash, so to speak. Yeah. Because he hasn't, like... he's been in the Fed for quite a long time. So, and clearly he's itching to get back into sort of wrestling again. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm stoked about it. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, bring it on. Well, I guess we'll see. Because I assume that match with Mark Briscoe is this week on Collision, is it?
Yes, it is.
So,
yeah,
we'll see very soon.
Yeah, that was the thing, because he was in DIY with Johnny Gargano, which is like a decent tag team, but Johnny and Candice LeRae, who he's married to, they re-signed, I think, a couple of years back now, because they got released. Like, when WWE had that, like, a cult and just sacked off a bunch of people, he got let go then. And people were kind of hoping he'd come to AEW, and he didn't. He went back to WWE. But I think there are certainly some tag matches. If his contract is up anytime soon, there are certainly some tag matches that would be awesome. I would like to see DIY have if Johnny gets out, but I don't know. Obviously, nobody knows how long he's contracted for or anything like that.
We shall see. Although we have a lot of new men. What is Tony Khan up to? He's up to something, because he's bought loads of new men. He's got a cartoon happening. There's like all kinds of stuff going on.
It's
Global
exciting.
Dominance.
It is exciting. There's been the murmurs have started again about a third show.
Oh God! But we had Rampage and they took it away.
Maybe we get Rampage on equivalent of on a new channel, maybe. Or Ring of Honor on TV. That's a possibility. Run it up against fucking TNA on Thursdays. Fuck them.
yeah. Fuck them up. Fuck it. Yeah, just go on the aggressive. Just go out there and fuck it.
But I think there is a reason for all the new hires. But I am glad that it's this kind of vibes based hiring policy now, where it's like, are they going to work within AEW? And I think so far the signings have been bang on for that. We've ended up with Jake something. Jet Speed.
Yeah, but I hope it would be like vibe based hiring, but also with a bit of a social media background check as well.
Yeah, that is the one thing they need to do a bit better with. Yeah, like double check for scandals first.
Just double check. Just Google their name plus speaking out.
Because we know the Fed don't fire people for saying stupid shit on social media very often. So,
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like this episode was good, but I don't feel like I've got my teeth into anything. So we're going to be very easily distracted from what we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, we're just having a waffle.
But
it's in the title of the podcast.
It says it on the tin. Yeah. So the other Don Callis bit that was sort of a meaty bit. On Collision, we had a Murder Husbands reunion where Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher murdered Billy and Austin Gunn. And then on Dynamite, we saw Okada apologise. Apparently sincere, kind of insincerely, but he didn't at any point say bitch. He apologised to Kyle for stealing the screwdriver from the turnbuckle and kind of said, but I wanted the final of the Continental Classic to be the two of us. And Kyle accepted his apology and shook his hand. And the twist did not come then. But then later in the show, Don Callis was explaining what he's doing, what the whole Don Callis family's quest for gold looks like, that Andrade's going for the men's world title, that Davis and Doyle are going to go for the tag titles, that Kyle's going to come back and go for the TNT again. But then Don told Takeshita that he should follow Kyle's lead and forgive Okada. And Takeshita was like, you forgave Okada. And he was all sad. And he felt betrayed and walked away.
Kyle! How could you?
How could you?
You've betrayed your husband and made him all sad.
Awful.
No. I love this. I love this.
Me
Drama.
too.
Give me drama. God damn it.
Loving tag teams is a curse, but this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hurtful and we like it.
But you can only hurt us if you give us nice things one day. Yeah. And then, so Takeshita also popped up to face off against Mox in the ring after Mox had a match against Ace Austin. Why is that hard to say? Ace Austin in what was apparently his Dynamite debut. So that was good. That was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. I love it when Mox just picks a guy and he's like, you.
Just picks a guy. Yeah, and commentary falling over themselves to be like, oh, he has such strong legs. Like, yeah.
It's like, yes,
Everyone's
we know,
aware.
we noticed.
We know.
We've
We've seen them. How can you not? But yes, Takeshita came down to the ring after that, and for some reason they didn't have a microphone on their conversation, so it was just a lot of like big gestures, but obviously Takeshita gesturing that he intends to fight Mox for his title. And then Davis and Doyle sneaked into the ring to beat up Mox. So the Don Callis family is at war with the Death Riders and also fucking everywhere, fucking everyone's shit up.
Yeah, basically, the tentacles of the Don Callis family are stretching ever further into every part of AEW. They need to get a woman in.
Yes.
God damn it. Because if they're on a quest for gold, you know, but they've got no, they need to get a woman in. As with most things, you need to get a woman in.
The thing is, I would be okay with the Don Callis family remaining the only faction that doesn't have a woman because, like I said last week, where I was like, I'm not going to read too much into this, but with Don Callis being the sort of old school carny boys boy thing that he is,
yes,
it does kind of make sense for them not to, but only if everyone else does have women and it is therefore remarkable by the lack of women. Like,
yeah,
if everyone's just being a sexist, it means nothing. So
yeah.
But I have noticed, especially via Ring of Honor, that we're getting lots and lots of intergender factions. Like the Infantry have got 2 now. I don't know if you've seen the addition of oh god, what's her name? The Infantry have added Christiane XO, who is possibly Carly Bravo's girlfriend, unless it's kayfabe. But she's very tall. Very tall.
Oh, yeah. Because there was a thing, I vaguely remember a thing happening last week, and there was a tall lady.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm into that.
Now they can fight the Premier Athletes. But yeah, so the Infantry have got 2 women. Premier Athletes have 1. Story Denali. Skyflight have like 2, but one of them's out at the moment.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Death Riders.
Yeah, Death Riders, obviously. I was thinking Ring of Honor. Who else
Well,
is
they
there?
kind of hop between the 2, don't they?
Yeah.
Death Riders at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
Because they just love scrapping.
But what we really need is Erica Lee back.
Yes, god damn it. Bring her back.
The percentage of people that have been taken away from us that we miss is getting higher and higher. Like, this podcast is going to be like 100%. Bring back this person. We miss this person. Where's this person?
Oh, Erica Lee was so fun, and I think she would like fit right in with like with Dalton as well.
Yeah,
like...
I think that's why that one hurts, because they gave her to us and we loved her, and then they immediately took her away with no explanation.
Boo.
Boo, Outrunners,
Can you not
boo.
do that?
No.
Don't make us love a person and then take them away. That's rubbish.
That's what wrestling does all the time. That's all it ever does. Break your heart.
Yeah, pretty much. Why did we get into this? What are we doing?
Know. Do we need
what
like
doing with our lives?
some kind of like tribute statue thing with all the names of the fallen.
We did.
Everyone I love goes away. Okay, so no.
All right, Trent Reznor, calm down.
That was one of those who start saying something and then realise, like, oh, the reason these words want to go together so well is there's a reason. Okay, no. So, men's tag title scene. We were on Davis and Doyle some time ago, but we're coming back to them. So they had a match against Jordan Oliver and Alec Price on Collision.
Really good match as well. I wasn't sure whether that was going to be like a bit of a squash, and it wasn't. Like,
no.
Jordo and Alec Price got their shit in, which
I
is
love them.
good.
I like seeing them.
It's so good.
And then I like FTR less, but they did fight FTR for the tag titles, and as you said, Jake Doyle tore his bicep.
Yes, he did, and yeah, I'm upset about it because
it is upsetting.
Jake's so good. But the thing is with AEW, it's like I am less concerned that he will disappear forever than I would have been if for some godforsaken reason we're still watching WWE. I would be worried.
You say that immediately after we've just been mourning our losses. No Greg, no Erica.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, fucking wrestling, man. What's going on?
Wrestling.
Having an existential crisis about watching wrestling now.
We're rapid cycling the emotions this morning. At least they did sort of wrap up the storyline that was running through this episode where Davis and Doyle had attacked Mox after his match, and then during their match he popped up to smash Davis on the head with the championship belt so that FTR retained. So at least that was kind of like, well, that little storyline is kind of concluded.
Yes, yeah, that's something. As much as I would have much preferred to see Davis and Doyle win the tag titles, yes. That is. And we are continuing with the Don Callis family versus the Death Riders as a feud, which is fun.
The Don Callis family has infinite people in it, so it's kind of fine. Like, I don't have any concerns that they will need to drop that storyline to wait for anyone to come back, because there's just so many guys that they can just...
Exactly, yeah.
You know, we've got Brian Cage still out.
Yeah. Hasn't he had, like, double knee surgery?
Fucking hell, I don't know. I've lost track of him, what he's up to. Is there someone else as well? Or is everyone else back? I mean, apart from
Trent.
Greg. Yeah.
But yeah, I think everyone else is there.
So, FTR have retained the tag titles, and then also on this episode, something that I was writing in the notes and then I realised what I was writing and was like, oh no, because we had a delightful little video package about the Young Bucks and how they're going back to their roots and putting the tassels back on, and they're going to come back to the tag division. And I was like, yay, the Young Bucks are going to revitalise the tag division. Oh shit, FTR are the tag titles. tag champs. The tag champs. Which means no longer marked safe from FTR versus the Young Bucks. It could happen any moment.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna put us through it again. Although, like I say, it is an interesting sort of shift in dynamics. Because this time we've got heel FTR and babyface Young Bucks, so that'll make it slightly different, I think. And you know, I'm trying to roll a turd in glitter here, but
but I feel like from our perspective, we've always been rooting for the Bucks and against FTR every time. That match
the Bucks
has
have always been the good guys.
So for us,
FTR
nothing has changed. Yeah. Oh, well.
Look, I'm trying to find the silver linings.
Yeah. I'll take it. And we've got Stokely in the mix, and Stokely milking this injury angle is
so
very funny. Like, he's got this absolutely bedazzled wheelchair that's got like tiger print and like gold tassels, and they actually made that website for helpbigstoke.com actually exists, which is insane. You can't actually donate to it, but it does exist.
I like the fact that when you go to donate, it said, oh no, this page isn't working, you obviously weren't thinking about donating enough.
Yeah, very, very funny, very, very
so
silly.
Good.
So there's that. So maybe it won't be maybe it won't be as painful as we expect.
It'll be fine. Although I am going to be mad because, like, I don't know if the Bucks are going to win. It's like, if they're going to do it, then the Bucks should win. God damn it.
Yeah, they should. Maybe they will. Who knows? It just depends whether FTR have had a long enough winning streak. I mean, didn't they say that this makes them 3-time tag champions and they are tied with the Bucks for that? So,
yeah.
Wait, no, because I was going to say, so whoever wins, like, becomes the 4th time, but that's not true, because if FTR win, they'll just retain.
No. If the Bucks win, they will be 4-time champs, but
I hope the Bucks
FTR
win.
will still be the 3rd-time champs.
No, every time you win, you just add on another title, right?
Yeah. Every time you're like, I have now been the tag champ 20 million times.
God.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think, because this is the thing. It's like, everyone seems to have got it in their heads that Edge and Christian, Cope and Christian, sorry, at the CNC Music Factory are the only people who can take the belts off FTR, and it's like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I think that is fully invented by the internet. I mean, maybe it'll happen, but I think this thing that, like, that's the only thing that can happen might not be true. I don't know.
No, I don't necessarily think it is. I think it's just a thing that people have gotten into their heads, because I can't remember anyone, like, seeing any news or anything about it saying that was in the pipeline. Like, I know they're going to feud with FTR when they come back, but I don't necessarily think that the tag titles need to be involved. Like,
we need to stop using championships as lifetime achievement awards, basically.
We do, yeah, because that is basically what it feels like sometimes. Like,
yeah, not a fan.
I don't know.
Not a fan.
No.
Ah, well.
What's wrong with a carriage clock? Like,
for the time being, we are marked safe from Edge and Christian. Fucking hell! Now you got me doing it. Cope and Christian. I've never even seen that man as Edge. Cope and Christian. Oh, they're not here yet, so that's good.
Yeah,
Stay away for now.
They haven't been around for a while. I think.
Think about what you've done.
Is Cope off filming Percy Jackson or something?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because that's why Joe is quote unquote injured. Because he's buggered off to film Twisted Metal. So
why? I guess it's a sort of ye olde kayfabe hangover thing that, like, we still have to pretend that people are injured or write them out in a storyline way. But Darby Allin climbed Everest, and everybody just said, "Oh, you've come back from Everest," even though they did do the kayfabe bit of throwing him down the stairs. Like,
yeah,
eventually
like,
they were just like, "Oh,
stick to it or don't."
That. Yeah,
you can't stick to it and also not stick to it at the same time. It doesn't. It's silly.
I'd rather not. It's fine if we want to maintain fully kayfabe on the TV. I don't have a problem with that. But
we didn't, though, with Darby going up Everest.
No.
It came into the storyline, so it's like, why write him out? Just say he's going fucking up Everest.
He was down the stairs
the whole time. The whole time.
Why did I invoke the spectre of Darby Allin? I don't want. He's on Collision as well. I keep forgetting that he exists.
Oh, he's got a match against Clark Connors, hasn't he?
Yes.
Which is, I don't know what Clark Connors is up to. I don't know what he's up to. He keeps popping in.
No. Is he connected to Gabe Kidd in other than both being New Japan? But does he have any connection to Gabe Kidd? Or is this just a completely random match?
I think I'm not entirely sure, because they were in War Dogs, and then now they're in that Unbound company because the Bullet Club is dead, apparently.
No more. Yeah.
So I don't know. Because I'm not entirely sure if Gabe is part of Unbound Company. Like, I know Driller is, and Finlay and Clark Connors, but I don't know about Gabe. So,
Well, we shall never know. I was just trying to think if there was a reason for this match, but I guess we'll find out on telly.
I mean, he is kayfabe, like, mates with Gabe, so quite possibly there's a reason for it. But...
you dragged my mate along in a body bag behind a truck. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. That'll do. That's reason enough. Fine.
I mean, it's wrestling. What's that Trent tweet that's like, why are two wrestlers wrestling is a crazy question. Okay. Although we're about to have a lot more of those kind of questions because it's time to dig into the men's world title picture. So, MJF was billed as appearing on the show, but we are sticking to our new plan of not letting him just yap. So he was almost immediately interrupted by Brody King.
Love that. Keep that up.
Yeah. This is a much better way to run it, I think.
Let him have a talking spot sometimes, but like he doesn't need 15, 20 minutes just to stand there talking. He doesn't need it.
He really doesn't. And he's not getting them, so that's good. I personally did not enjoy the line about I've never seen a liberal man who looks so much like a Nazi thrown at Brody. I have been talking to people about this, including you, since then, and it's apparently it's stolen from RJ City. But I feel like I think I just cringed at the idea of throwing around the word Nazi as an insult. I know it was like, you aren't a Nazi, but you look like one. But like, in our current political climate, where the threat of like neo-Nazis is in fact extremely real, it just felt a bit like unnecessarily edgelordy. And also it's MJF's standard, like, just insult someone on their looks. That was just a bit like,
yeah. I mean,
do we need to?
I don't know. I mean, it didn't especially bother me, this one, because it was like following on from a bit that was on AEW.
Yeah.
But it was like, whilst no, generally Nazis don't look like Brody, there is a subsection of them, in America especially, who look like they run a barber's shop, or that they're going to serve you a gourmet burger. And Brody does fit into that, unfortunately. It's the beard and the slick back hair.
I was going to say, the most damning thing you've ever said about, like, that looking like they're going to serve you a gourmet burger. Yeah, in London, and it's going to cost you like 25 quid. And it's going to be like in a brioche bun, and you won't be able to get your gob around it, and it's probably got mac and cheese on it. But that's that.
And they pull a face at you when you say, "Can you take that off?"
See, that, if MJF had said that to him, I would have been like, "That's cutting."
See, why is he coming to me for insult ideas? God damn it!
You look like you're gonna serve me a gourmet burger.
I'm full of them. No, it's so I get. It's like I thought the joke was fine myself. I think it's like, because that's the thing. There are so many big dudes who look like Brody who are just lovely big teddy bears, and yes, but there is a subsection of Nazis who do look a bit like that, and so I thought the joke was okay.
I think the thing that Adam from Chatter Machine was saying about how basically it just underlines Brody's point about MJF having no friends, because he doesn't know anything about what like hardcore guys look like or think.
No,
he doesn't know any metalheads. He hasn't got any friends.
It also fits with that.
But also, that would have been a really good time for the ghost of Adam Cole to come back.
It would have been. Why won't they let us have ghosts? We keep saying this. Let us have ghosts.
Maybe in the cartoon we can have a ghost of Adam Cole.
Yeah! They can actually do that in a cartoon. And it makes sense.
Oh, I'd be happy. But yeah, so Brody, off the back of all this, he has an eliminator match against MJF on Dynamite next week. And if he wins, he will get a title shot at Grand Slam Australia. Also, meanwhile, on Dynamite, after Kenny murdered poor Rocky, Hangman came out for a chat, which he opened with, Kenny, you look good. And I was like, why did you say it like that?
Why did you say it like that? Why did you pull that face? Hangman.
It was fully like, this is my ex, and I'm hoping that they'll take me back.
It fully was.
They know what they're doing.
They know exactly what they're fucking doing. It's so funny.
Yeah. So he said he would rather be fighting beside Kenny than against him, but with the World Championship at stake, he will still fight him. So I thought that was nice for you, because the sort of nod to their tag team and the possibility that that could happen again. He went on to clarify that because of Hook and a kick to the balls from MJF, he doesn't have the championship right now, which I thought was nice, because it's like... Yeah, he didn't lose clean. He didn't lose that championship for any good reason.
He was cheated out of that title. Yeah. Fucking bastards.
Yeah. And then he did some more fucking acting interesting stuff where he said, like, basically to Kenny, despite all your... What was something about how fired up you are right now, you will not be the next champion. And the next champion is not going to be Andrade. And the next champion is not going to be Swerve. And just that man knows how to do acting. He knows how to imply things with his face and pauses and tone of voice. And like the emotion that
he's too good an actor for wrestling, really.
He is, because he actually like makes you think like he is feeling something when he says this.
Yeah.
And then Swerve's music hit.
Good. Of course.
These three are very good. They're all very
good.
All three
very
of these men
good.
are extremely good. So Swerve came out for a chat as well. And he was like, I don't care who I have to stomp out, ravage and go through to get what I want. Kenny's like, something's going on here. Kenny's like, I'm feeling a vibe. Like, yeah, sounds to me like you're looking for a fight. And Swerve did this evil little chuckle and said, oh, Kenny, more than you know. And I was just like, this is... what part of AO3 did they get this from? Like,
yeah, it was fully, get your hands off my Hangman, motherfucker. Like...
the framing of this as well. Like, they... got while Swerve and Kenny were having this really intense face-off where like they had Hangman framed between them in the background,
and his little eyes were going between them, looking very worried as well. It was like, yeah, fantastic stuff.
I don't know what happened this week, because like sometimes it feels like they've really thought about their camera angles and choreographing where people are and how things are going to go. Like, I guess, especially with the Elite, there's been a lot of stuff about, you know, where they're standing in the ring. They get a lot of those nice shots of, like, somebody's fist and then their opponent in the corner and stuff. And then some weeks it's like, oh, let's just fucking film some fights and hope for the best and miss the key moments.
I think the thing is with those guys especially, they think about more than just the words coming out of their mouths and the moves that they're doing in the ring. Like, they've actually thought about it in terms of how it looks on camera and like the sort of storytelling, like the acting side of it, I guess. They clearly think about it more than necessarily some other people do, kind of thing. Like, they're big on the story stuff, so I think it's like, yeah, like the camera angles and how it's put together is also important.
Yeah, I think probably like years of making BTE have helped with that, in that like they are thinking about how things look on camera.
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than just like, do I look cool? But yeah, I wonder if having a bit of experience with filmmaking helps. But yeah, this was so good. This was just great.
So good. And it was like, because this is the thing, Kenny's just come back, and it's like, Swerve is just immediately like, I don't like you. And it's like, there is literally only one reason for that. There's only one reason it could possibly be. They were fighting on the same side, like, a couple of months ago. And they were dancing around in the ring to fucking, what was it? I'm so excited, you know. So it's like, there's only one possible reason that Swerve could have taken against Kenny all of a sudden. And it's like, oh, it's so good.
And he's standing right there in the ring.
So much said without saying it. I love it.
And then Don Callis came out to break up the party.
Why? that was just getting interesting, Don.
Because we all needed a bucket of cold water thrown over us.
Apparently we did, yeah.
getting too
Because they're all
horny
sat
here.
in front of the
Stop that.
TV with chin hands going, oh.
It's just so funny, the like massive negative reaction to Don in the middle of this. It's like, yeah, good heel work. So but he was here to just say, Swerve, Andrade is going to end your undefeated streak tonight. And then he said, like, Hangman baby, was it something like Hangman baby, I haven't forgotten about you or something? It was like, whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But he said he's got something special in store for Hangman. And then Kenny literally chased him away. Like, literally ran off.
That never gets old. Kenny chasing Don is always funny.
So silly. They're so dumb.
It was like that one time when he came back, it was like before he was cleared, I think, and he was still sort of recovering. He came back and it was like, I'm not back for revenge. And then Don appeared and he just dived out the ring and ran after him.
So funny. So silly.
So good. Proper like
just having a
slapstick
nice time
cartoony
here.
stuff.
Yeah. So then, Swerve Strickland versus Andrade El Idolo was the main event, even though the card and the entire week leading up to this had made it look like the women's title match was going to be the main event. And
yeah,
I didn't like that, and I was sad about it. And also I got spoiled for this. So I was not careful enough. I got blasé and I opened Blue Sky onto my timeline and just immediately saw, I think it was Aubrey posting the match graphic for next week. And I was like, oh, okay.
Boo.
So, but to be fair, Swerve Strickland and Andrade El Idolo had a really good match. Even if I was being stroppy about knowing the answer.
And he didn't win clean either.
No, with a naughty low blow.
Naughty low blow. I am enjoying Andrade since he's been back. I think he's very funny.
He is funny, but I feel like I don't know whether I'm just not the target audience or like everybody's going like, oh my god, Andrade's so hot and so suave and so cool, and like he did a thing like last week there was a bit with him flirting with a girl ringside, and then I think it was the same.
I think it was the same girl, wasn't it?
And then she like gave him her phone number with a piece of paper with a lipstick kiss on it and stuff, and.
Because he's single and ready to mingle.
Yeah. It's flipped over into cringe for me, and I can't tell if it's supposed to have or not.
I don't know. I mean, I just find it very funny. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to find it cool and suave, but I do find it very funny. Like him taking his pants off on Collision in the ad break. That was funny.
It's just big divorced energy, and I don't know.
He's had his highlights done. He's anti-G.
He has.
He's had his highlights done. He's single and ready to mingle. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'm not. It's coming off desperate, and I don't want it to be like. If it was a bit more pathetic, I think I would be into it. But I am just hitting cringe at the moment. Maybe that'll change next week.
Maybe.
But at the moment, I'm slightly hitting cringe on it, where I'm like, yeah, I can see that man is beautiful, but he seems really annoying.
I don't know. I'm not finding it annoying personally. I think he's, at the minute, I'm just amused by it generally.
That's fair.
Because it's like, he's not sleazing kind of thing. He is just being a little bit cheeky and a little bit flirty, and the girl gave him her number. It wasn't like him pestering her for the number. So it's like, I like the way that they've done it. If they're gonna do that kind of angle, like I like that.
Do it that way.
It's good in that way.
But I think the thing that you said about him having had his highlights, oh my god, him having had his highlights done. There's a tongue twister for you. That is what's kind of unlocked it. Is like, yeah, it does have this like just sort of desperate for validation feel to it. You know, like he's had his hair done and he's feeling himself and he's, you know, posting cute selfies on Instagram, like everybody like me. And yeah, it's just a little bit like, oh mate.
But is
maybe,
that not a little bit pathetic in and of itself?
Maybe
which
it's
kind
gonna,
of
maybe
makes
it's,
it endearing in a weird sort of way.
maybe it's going to start working for me. At the moment, it's not quite, but it might do. As we know, I'm extremely fickle, and I will love someone for any small thing. I generally come around on people, but I was just like, I can't tell if I'm supposed to be finding this like super cool because I'm really not. Like it's definitely not hitting that for me. But okay. Anyway, so also the other thing that I wanted to say about this match is he did a bit where he did a moonsault, but Swerve moved out the way, but then he just sort of boinged over again, did another flip. And I was like, that's cool. We don't see that very often. Usually it's just like, oh no water in the pool. But he just was like, I'll just get you again. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that. It was a really good match. Really enjoyed it. Were you expecting Andrade to win this? I don't know if I was, but at the same time I was thinking, well, they already set up something with Kenny and Andrade when he first came in, so I guess maybe he might. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting him to beat Swerve to get that match.
No.
Like,
because I was hoping that Swerve would be the one to get the title, but now I think I'm expecting that it will be Kenny, but I could still be wrong. I wouldn't have been expecting Andrade to win had I not immediately upon waking up seen a spoiler.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That fucking thing they did on the barrier as well, where Swerve came down backwards, like on his arm, and Andrade like crushed. I was like, guys, why did neither of you came out of that well? Why did you do that? What was the reason? Why did you do that?
Yeah, because they were just rolling around on the floor, both of them going,
it's like, well, yes, what did you think would happen? Oh, fucking hell. And then they replayed it like 3 times, and I kept being like, I keep expecting Swerve's arm to snap. It looks really ouch.
Yeah, it looked gnarly, didn't it?
Don't be doing that. Didn't like that. So yeah, like you say, Andrade did the Matt Jackson special, because someone's going to tell me that this move is ancient, but I only ever see Matt Jackson do it, where you kind of pull the referee aside and kick your leg up backwards and get a low blow.
Yeah.
And that's how he won. Naughty boy. And then they did a really nice bit that I think people are using to justify why this was the main event. But I feel like you could have done this at the end of the episode anyway, even if the women's event had been the main event, where Renee was interviewing Max and Kenny interrupted and was all like, oh, I should have said hello to you earlier, but I'm going to beat you. And Max stalked off and then got confronted by Andrade, and then he stomped off from that and went outside to his car and got confronted by Hangman. So that was really, again, another nice bit of like really nicely choreographed and laid out storytelling, and just really kind of simple and quick and nice. You could have just put, because it just started with Renee interviewing Max. Like, you could have just had that at the end of the show anyway.
Yeah. Although, I mean, it would make, I guess it made more sense to have it at the end of that match rather than it would have made sense to have it at the end of, after the women's match, I guess. Narratively speaking. But I also think that a shot at a title shot isn't as
it shouldn't come
big.
It shouldn't take precedence over a title shot. Yeah. That was what was annoying about it, because it's like, this is not the biggest thing that's happening. And also, so like, I guess to finish off that part, I will say I am enjoying how much storylines are kind of intertwining with one another, as much as it makes it really difficult to take stuff out to make a schedule, like with the Death Riders and the Don Callis family stuff, and this with all the different moving parts and everything intertwining and everybody running into each other backstage. That's really fun. I like that.
It is really fun, and it's making things a bit more unpredictable, which I am enjoying, because I hate, like I've said before, I hate it when I can see things well in advance of them happening. Like, I'm getting too good at predicting things, and like, I, as a punter, should not be good at predicting things. No. I want to not be able to predict things.
I mean, it's. I guess it's a natural consequence of having watched wrestling for however many years that you're just recognizing like the patterns. But
Yeah, I guess
it is fun to make more complex storylines where you don't necessarily see every. And also, you want to be emotionally engaged in the moment.
Yeah.
Rather than your brain thinking ahead, well, they did that because they're going to do this, because they're going to do this. I just want to be like, oh my God, look what that guy just did.
Yeah, but like the thing is, when they do this more sort of deeper storytelling with everything sort of intertwined with each other and things can happen where you're not expecting them to happen. I think it's a case of if you're doing stuff like that, then I am watching that and not looking at the strings because you're giving me something other than the strings to look at. Yeah,
absolutely. I have moved the women's title match to almost the end of the episode. I think the other thing as well is like last week we were saying we love Kris, but maybe we would like Thekla to win. Maybe it would be cool if Thekla was champ. And the fact that they put this match in the middle of the episode took away any of that speculation, even, to be fair. You're like, well, it's not changing hands in the middle of the fucking episode, is it?
I don't know, because there's two... You could look at it the other way. It's like it's got a 60-minute time limit. They started the match 60 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they started it when there was 60 minutes of the show.
But then they had also been bigging up the other match that was going to be afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one problem with it. But also, I see why they put it there, because it needs an hour if it does go an hour, and they would kind of go into that kind of realism thing, which is...
But it actually ran for 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yeah, that could have gone longer. But also, I think that it hopefully will be the first in a series rather than just one and done.
Well, it seems that we are continuing the Cosmic Babes of Wrath versus the Sisters of Sin. Triangle of Madness, sorry. Because the Babes of Wrath said that if the Sisters of Sin didn't interfere in this match, then they could have a title shot for the women's tag titles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that kind of kept them out of the way and let this match be just Kris and Thekla, which I thought was quite nice. But that does also mean, you know, that rivalry is continuing.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I think, they definitely left more in the tank to do more, but what we did get was fucking great. So good. Like, the both of them are so good.
Yeah, I've watched this twice. It's the only bit of the show that I've watched twice. There were just lots of little details that were really fun. I enjoyed Thekla. She taunted Kris last week by doing the kind of Vulcan salute with her hand. And she did it in the ring at the beginning where Kris went to kind of shake her hand. Or, no, she was offering Kris to shake her hand and Kris was refusing. And then Thekla pulled her hand away and changed it into a little Vulcan salute. So that was nice. Nice little horrible girl. I like that.
Horrible girl. She's great. She's my favourite horrible girl.
She's so fucking good. Like, not to be cliche, but the aura of that woman. She's so little, and yeah.
Yeah, she just swaggers in like she's 8 feet tall and 300 pounds. Like, she's, biggest big dick energy in AEW.
I don't know how we make this happen, because we don't often get like heel versus heel feuds, but I would like to see Thekla and Athena torment each other.
That would be so good. I need that at some point. Please.
It'd be nice.
Thank you.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we had a nice little spider suplex and multiple scary little spidery backbends, and Kris picking Thekla up and like smashing her, as commentary insisted, face first into the steel steps and the turnbuckle, although I did notice both times she did thankfully get her hands up.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah, good. Per our watch along last week, it wasn't what was it, Joey Mercury?
Joey Mercury, fucking
yeah,
hell.
we don't need that. That's fine. Put your fucking hands up.
Yeah, we don't want people getting smashed in the face with ladders. Fucking hell.
I don't even think it's like a realism thing either. It's like, yeah, if someone pushes you at something, your instinct is to put your fucking hands up.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not even a thing where it breaks the immersion, because it's like you would. Of course, you would put your hands up.
I know that there are online criticisms of Kris Statlander as champion, but I have not looked for them or delved deeper into them because I simply do not care.
No. People have said, oh, well, the crowd don't seem to take to her. But I think that might, because it was specifically, I remember people saying it about the UK shows. I'm like, well, it doesn't seem to carry over into the US. Like,
well, we're a bunch of dicks anyway.
Yeah. Like, she's still really over in America, it seems. So it's like, I don't, and that's where they are most of the time. So, you know, fuck it.
I think there's an argument to be made that she's not as over as Toni Storm, but like, that's not an argument because no one's as over as Toni Storm.
I was going to say, who the fuck is
Mercedes? But like, fuck off. Kris is great. I'm quite happy for her to still be champion. She won this so brutally. Like, it's like, well, she's dead now. You've killed her. That's fine.
You have killed the spider. They got a rolled up newspaper and squished the spider.
Thwacked her. Yeah, squashed spider guts everywhere.
Oh no, I hate that. I hate that if you splat a meaty one and you just left with a little spider explosion on the wall.
Not a meaty one. I try and always not kill them and just put them outside. But then I read a thing about how they're probably house spiders, and if you put them outside, you're basically killing them anyway. And now I feel bad about all spiders, but also go away, spiders.
See, I don't like killing them, but we are both a pair of chickens in this house, and we're both terrified of spiders. So it's like, t'other half will squish him if he sees them. But I bought a little catchy box, like a little thing.
Does it work?
Like, I haven't had the opportunity to try it yet, but I have got one. So
I used to have one that was like a brush on the end of a stick, and it opens and closes. You can kind of like pick them up, supposedly without hurting them, but I'm like, I think this is a bit too blunt a tool. Anyway, Thekla will come for both of us for our spider-related sins.
Sorry, Thekla.
Sorry, Thekla. We would not squish you. You're very great, and
you're the best spider.
The best spider. Yeah. She is so fucking good. Just put more Thekla on my screen, and then I'll be happy.
Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, I think this is going to be a series rather than like a one and done match.
Gotta be.
So
surely,
I at some point in the near future, I think Thekla is going to win gold, and I don't know who from, but somebody.
She's got to get some somewhere, ain't she? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings me to the very last thing I want to talk about this week. And in fact, on Blue Sky, I threatened that I was deleting everything else and we were only going to talk about this. But the most delightful / horniest bit of the week was Renee was interviewing Orange Cassidy backstage about his ongoing feud with the Death Riders, specifically Yuta. And Orange Cassidy went off on one about Yuta's dumb bushy beard and his stupid hair that's too long to be cool. And in a way that made it very clear that Yuta was standing just off camera.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. It was so stupid. And then obviously Yuta steps into the shot and is like, well, what am I supposed to do? Wear a Canadian tuxedo and have stupid slick back hair like you? And then Marina Shafir just got in between them and just grabbed OC by the hair and pulled it. And I think everyone was just like, oh, we're awake.
Yeah.
Hello. And then in the space of literally 10 seconds, and I know this because I went to screen cap it and I hit the 10-second back and it was button and it was the same 10 seconds. Toni Storm got in between the two of them and Marina grabbed her by the hair as well. It's like, oh, she's just right in there. Pulling everyone's hair.
Right in there, grabbing everybody by the hair and talking to him in, was it Russian?
It was Russian, she said.
Yeah.
Well, it was such a tiny bit of Russian that I feel like this is not at all a flex. She just said, "Что такое?" And she's like, what's going on?
Thank you, Russian translator, because I didn't have a fucking clue what she said.
Not a flex, because it was 2 words. But she said to Tony, do you need some more milk? Or would you like me to get your girlfriend some more flowers? So 2 things. Number 1, she's her wife. Get it right.
Yeah.
She's not her girlfriend. And number 2, we have solved the mystery, and you were correct. It was indeed Marina. So whether we see any Marina Shafir Akawa.
I do enjoy this. If we're going to have, like, Kenny and Swerve fighting over Hangman's love, I think we can get Marina and Tony fighting over Mina. Love that.
Yeah.
More of that.
And yeah, with Orange Cassidy inexplicably in there. And then Tony said something that I had to, again, rewind and be like, what the fuck did she just say? Because she said, when me and Citrus Boy meet you in that 4 poster, you're going to be in deep shit. And I was like, I don't think people usually call the wrestling ring a 4 poster.
No, they don't. And I love that she's decided that the ring is a 4 poster.
That's a bad Tony.
She knows what she's doing. She knows what she meant.
I love her though. I love that woman. I just love her. She's so good. And then like as security came to pull them apart, like she kind of got into position with Orange Cassidy and they sort of like did a weird little shimmy tango backwards. It was so fucking ridiculous. It's like this whole bit was under 2 minutes and I was just like, well, that's me topped up on joy for the week. Like, yeah, perfect.
Brilliant. No notes. Brilliant. Perfect. Keep doing what you're doing.
I love it. I'm so happy. I love all of them. I'm really glad that Orange Cassidy has not forgotten that the Death Riders are bad and that he should hate them.
Yeah.
He's still surprisingly chatty for Orange Cassidy, which is fun. And if that is going to be an intergender tag match, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can we get that on the card ASAP, please?
Yeah. Like, I am surprised it hasn't been announced for Collision yet, but do it on Dynamite. Maybe. Do it on Dynamite. God damn it.
Give us a special episode of Rampage that's just an hour and it's just that match.
I'd be into it. Make it like a plunder match or something. Yeah. Hour-long fucking...
Yeah.
Hour-long mixed gender plunder match. That's what we want.
Ah, yeah. Happiness. That's we got all the ingredients this week to be happy, apart from 2 women's matches.
Yeah.
Fuckers. It was bad enough that I thought, well, we're getting the main event, but it's only 1. And it's like, oh, it's not even the main event and it's only 1.
Yeah. That's the thing. We get more women's matches on Ring of Honor generally, don't we?
Well,
like...
yes, always. And usually more on Collision as well, but it's like but why is that not ending up in your flagship show like it really should? Like it's not good enough.
No, it's not. It's not. And that's the thing, like Ring of Honor as it is at the minute when it's solely on the streaming service, it's like there's no ads and it's like there's no sort of network interference, which is like with the TV shows, there quite clearly is network interference.
I'm not letting Tony Khan off the hook.
I'm not letting him off the hook by any means, but because I mean, if that's the case, if it is network interference, then it's something that needs to be pushed back on.
Argue.
Because like Ring of Honor, we normally get about 3 women's matches in sometimes in like an hour-long show.
An hour, yeah. Ridiculous.
We'll get 3.
The percentage is completely unhinged compared to the main shows.
Yeah. But I think also because it's its own thing, it's like it's an independent thing away from WBD, then because they're going to be looking at the numbers. But then also the thing is, I know I hate looking at numbers. I'm crap at numbers. I don't like it.
I hate numbers.
But it's like everyone needs to show up for the women's matches as well. Yeah. Like this is the thing. This is how we tell people that we want more women's matches is to actually stay tuned in when they're happening.
Well, also, I think last week somebody had pointed out that there weren't any X posts. And so I was like, foiled. My cunning plan that I completely forgot I had of scheduling posts about the women's matches has been foiled. But there were X posts on the screen this week, so I need to remember to do that.
Yeah, they were
schedule some shit
week.
For Wednesday.
Boo. Boo.
Boo. But it means they're looking at social media, which means shout on social media about what you want.
Yeah, but if they're only looking at the fucking Fash app, then...
Well, that's where you go on there and schedule 20 posts and then close the window.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I guess that is still contributing to the Nazi app, so that is bad, but...
I've locked up my Twitter account, so it's a tomb. It's a sarcophagus now, so...
Oh, sarcophagus.
Yeah, because all the shittest takes are on fucking Twitter, so, like, I'm not... I don't enjoy the fact that if Twitter's the only thing they're looking at, then that's...
Well, it's Twitter
bullshit.
and Threads.
I honestly went on there and I was on there for like a few minutes, like a couple of weeks ago, because of nonsense, and it was like I just
it's insufferable. It's like LinkedIn light. It's awful. Okay, no, it's the end of the episode, so we have to be happy. So we need a happy thing of the week, and I think. Apart from Orange Cassidy getting his hair pulled by Marina Shafir, my happy thing of the week is just our chat with Jay Joshua. Like, that was so much fun. I think
so fun.
There's definitely bits where I'm like, I really wish that I had my podcaster head on and had explained some context here, and I didn't. But he was just a delight. I was just enjoying him so much.
Yeah. He's just such a sweetheart, such an absolute sweetheart. I think, to be fair, everyone we've had on for an interview has been a sweetheart, really. But Jay was a lovely, lovely fella. I think, that probably for me as well as like Kenny, Hangman and Swerve in the ring at the same time. That always is going to bring me a ton of joy. But Jay, I would say Jay, because that man is just joy personified. He's such a sweetheart.
And on Sunday, I'm going to watch him murder my fave.
Yeah! But you can forgive him because he's lovely.
He is lovely. I was just really amused that he called me out for cheering when he got knocked out in commentary. It's like, in retrospect, yes, knowing that I was talking to you today, I should have been more careful. I just love that he
clocked you for it. It was like, you.
Because if you, I posted the photo on Blue Sky, but like, because it was literally right in front of me, and I was in the front row, and I have pink hair, so I guess it was probably quite clockable. But
yeah.
Okay. I think we are done, and that this will be our second episode of the week, so that's a lot of content. So we should call it a day.
It's a lot of content, and you should listen to all of it. Every last second.
Yeah, twice. We will be back next Saturday. If you enjoyed this episode, please do rate, review, subscribe, leave comments, do all those things on whatever platform you use to listen to us, which includes YouTube. You can comment there. You can do stuff to help us out with all the algorithms that there are. You can follow us on Blue Sky, Waffly Bollox, Awfully Waffly, and Wrestletrash. You can email us, wafflybollox@gmail.com, and you can get your Silly Graps t-shirts, mugs, and hoodies, and hockey jerseys from ko-fi.com/wrestletrash/shop.
Indeed you can. And if you use the code BSkyBaby at the checkout, because that code will never die, you can get 10% off.
It's nice. It's like a special treat for listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Although I do sometimes stick it on posts as well, but never mind.
Well, it's all good. See you next week. Bye.
Love you. Bye.